Hello and welcome to Youth 360. Want to wish all of our viewers on Good News Catholic Communication, including the radio 99.5 FM, EWTN, our YouTube, our Facebook page, our Catholic Diocesan Youth Facebook page. A special good afternoon to you. And I know it's been a while since Youth 360 has been on the air, but as you know, the last few weekends has been busy and we are just now settling back down after the opening of Parliament and children are getting ready to go back to school. So we are back with you from this Saturday and every other Saturday until, right? So we are here. What's been happening lately? We cannot go into the program without the What's Trending. As you know, the What's Trending is very important to us as youth and young adults and as a people, So our first What's Trending item. I'm not going to introduce the item because I think that I want to give us a chance to really meditate on those photos. They speak volume. They speak of how we are to be as a people, So let's have a look at those photos.
Why stress when we could just zest? I say I'm not stressing myself out no more to please nobody, daughter. I say I'm not stressing myself out no to please nobody, daughter.
So our next What's Trending item. I'm sure that during the week you may have seen a video on our Facebook pages, and it was the sisters. I've never seen the sisters so much in character, walking on the beach and, it's kind of sometimes odd, So let's have a look at that video because I think it is very important for us as a church and as people to really understand what is happening with our environment and the world around us as we live. So let's have a look at that video.
Today marks the beginning of the season of creation. The season of creation is a month-long celebration which begins today, the World Day of Prayer for Creation, and ends on October 4th, the feast of St. Francis of Assisi, patron saint of ecology.
The theme for this year is Listen to the Voice of Creation. Creation is crying out, groaning, begging us to come and take some action to renew planet Earth, to renew all that God has given us and said that it was.
Oh yes, welcome back. I'm sure at some time you thought you would have seen Sister Roxanne and Sister Delia running into the water, to take a nice little swim out, but they did not. But it highlights for us that as a people we need to be conscious of how we go about in treating the environment around us. And a video will be shown every day, highlighting a certain aspect of how we deal with our environment and caring for God's creation, the world, right? So, we are on to the next What's Trending item. It comes out from the liturgical workshop held at Mount St. Ovens last weekend. And it highlights for us 4 young people doing the responsorial psalm. And I think that responsorial psalm was done so prayerful that it moved Bishop into a state of meditation. So let's have a look at that.
Lord, in your goodness, you have made a home for the poor. Lord, in your goodness, you have made a home for the poor.
So, as you know, that response was done so prayerfully, and it asks us to always prepare a home for the poor. And, we have to ask ourselves, are we really preparing a home for the poor? As young people, as young adults, as a church? So let us be mindful of that and be mindful of that home that we prepare for the poor. Because it's saying, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs are the kingdom of heaven. So, my dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, let us be mindful of that. And as we go to the break, let us really look forward to how and what we do for the poor and the vulnerable around us. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Oh, what a love you've given to me. Unconditional love, God, yeah. Nothing can separate me from your sweet love. Nothing can separate me from your grace, Jesus. Nothing can separate me from your sweet love. Nothing can separate me from your grace. Before I was born, Father God, you had a plan for me. Create my hands, my mouth, my feet the way it's supposed to be. Oh God, your grace keep finding me. Though I was wrapped up, tied up deep in sin, but even when I walked away, you keep calling me like Jonah running away. I found out that my way leads nowhere, so have your own way in me, Father. Nothing can separate me from your sweet love. Nothing can separate me from your grace. That's why I surrender. Nothing can separate me from your sweet love. Nothing can separate me from your grace. God, say even in temptation or persecution, whether good or bad, whether right or wrong, even if I take up the wings of the morning and fly, your love will find me anywhere I am. See, you can try to kill my body, but you can't kill my soul. Made up my mind, I'm on the heavenly road. Deception, my heart have really gotten cold. He love you, he's waiting on you. Forgiveness, he will never withhold. Nothing can separate me from your love, God. So nothing can separate me from your grace. That's why I surrender. Nothing can separate me from your sweet love, God. Nothing can separate me from your grace, God. Hey, if God is for us, who can be against us? Say I rejoice in hope and tribulation, cause one day your face I'll see. Hey, how precious is your steadfast love. Nothing can compare to your love. No ruler, no death, no evil, nowhere can separate us from your love, God. Nothing can separate me from your sweet love, God. Nothing can separate me from your grace. That's why I surrender. Nothing can separate me from your
Welcome back to Youth 360, and we say a pleasant good evening if you are just joining us, to those listening on Good News Catholic Communication Networks, or Radio 99.5 FM, EWTN Channel 30, our Diocese on Facebook page, our Catholic Youth Diocese on Facebook page, and on YouTube also. You know, we're getting there to Instagram soon. We'll get to Instagram soon. I know many persons are asking for it to be aired on Instagram, so we'll get there soon. We're working on it. I can promise you that, okay? So, as you know, over the holidays, there were many summer camps and many summer schools put on by different parishes. And one of them was held by the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother under the auspices at Mount St. Ovens. Right? So we had an opportunity there to interview some of the participants and also the youth leaders. So we'll go straight into that, and we'll go to our dear associate, April Thomas, who would have done those interviews.
I'm here with one of the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother, Sister Roxanne Nettles. She's going to tell us a little bit about this camp and the work that went into executing it. So, Sister, how did the idea for this camp come about?
Well, as Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother, one of our apostolate is youth ministry. And one of the ways in which we proclaim the gospel message to young people is through the camp.
Okay.
And so we have been organizing the camp for the past 3 years. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we had a break, and we are back again in 2022.
Okay. Were you excited to have this camp, seeing as you weren't able to interact with the children for so long?
Very much so. When you see young people, you get that energy you never thought you had. So it's always exciting to have to be around young people and to work and minister with the young people.
Okay.
So it was very an exciting time.
We see here the banner made by the participants, "We are more than conquerors," with the theme. How did you come up with the theme for the camp?
Well, I did not come up with a theme. It was a team effort. Myself, Sister Jillian, and another young person brainstorming, and how the team came about. And I think coming out of the pandemic, we wanted to show how, we are here and we are grateful, and that we are truly conquerors. And so we came up with a theme, "We are more than conquerors."
Okay. What was your intention for the children to take away from this camp?
Well, the camp is an opportunity to help the children grow in their faith, also to help them grow as a person. So we're not just catering to the spiritual, but to the emotional, the social, the mental, especially seeing that we came out of the pandemic. So we also gave them, we had the sessions where we dealt with various life skills to help them cope, and hopefully to help them develop into a better human being. So I hope that at the end of the camp, they would have deepened their spiritual life, and as well as grow a little into becoming the best version of themselves.
Okay. Has this experience with this group of children been different to previous camps you would have held?
I would not, it's kind of difficult to say, but children will always be children. You get the usual excitement, the various noise level. But hosting camp over the years, I'm used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are now being joined by Sister Jillian Jerome, another one of the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother, who helped plan and execute this camp. So, Sister, how difficult was it to organize this camp and see it come to fruition?
So thank you, April, for inviting me to the discussion. Like Sister Roxanne said earlier, we've had this camp before. And so what we did was we invited the most senior members who joined us in camp in the last couple years to now be the mentors of the camp, since we were now serving a younger age range. So April herself is one of the mentors on the camp. And it's basically looking at those who before showed some level of leadership and are able to work without too much direction, but yet they are examples to the young people on the camp. And it's always a joy to know that we can pull our resources to be able to do such a camp. So I remembered Patrick Nichols and Keita Pierre, who are all part of our camp experience when I was youth coordinator of the diocese, and they are here likewise serving with us. New Life Organization has always been one of the big contributors to our camp by giving us instructors to be able to do our home economic classes. So we do have baking classes and we do have table setting classes that are going on as well. So I really want to thank them likewise for serving. But it was not as difficult to pull through because we have been doing that before. I think what is really, really hard sometimes is the volume of work when the camp is actually on. And it's when you realize that I don't eat meat and I don't eat fish and I don't want cheese, you know, and what do you do with that? And in one way trying to make sure that everybody is somewhat served. So it has been a wonderful experience. The young people, yes, as Sister said, they will make noise, but they have been extremely good.
How does it feel being back with the children after COVID stopped the occurrence of camps for the 2 years?
Well, we really did miss the children. I mean, in as much as camp is a lot of work, having the children around gives you energy and somehow gives you joy actually to serve. So it was difficult, although we pulled April and them for once during that 2-year break. The older group came in during that 2-year break. So it's really good now to know that they can be back and we are not too masked up and we are not too fearful of each other. Some of us have the cold and maybe wondering what is happening, but other to that, it's a joy to have them back after the break.
You had some visiting mentors helping out here at the camp. How did they come to serve here?
The Sisters of Sorrowful Mother, we always like collaborating with others to be able to spread the message. And in St. Lucia, one of our sisters have been working with some young people there. And so in conversation, she asked about the possibility of having one of the young persons who work in St. Lucia along with them to join us for the camp. So we have Miss Avenel Charles from St. Lucia, Library St. Lucia, who has been with us for the last 2 weeks, and Miss Karina Donnell, who we know now as Dr. Donnell, has been working closely with us over the years. And this year she was coming home just about the time we were having camp, and she brought one of her students in for practice. So it has been a joy to have Tanisha Holmes from Michigan and Avenel Charles from St. Lucia. Also, it gives them an opportunity to work alongside the sisters. So if there are any thoughts in their head, hopefully we would have left a good impression.
We hope so. What advice do you have, sister, for anyone who wants to come and help out with the camp and they think they might not be up to the task?
Well, I think the basic requirement is the desire to serve. I think once we have that, every other thing can fall in place. Just contact us, right? Contact the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother. We are at 444-8111, 442-7358, 442-7348. Just contact us and say, I understand you have summer school or summer camp every year, and I would like to be able to volunteer at your summer camp. And then we'll continue the conversation and we will see what happens from there. But what I'm saying here is that I'm quite sure there are many young persons with a lot of different talents, whether it's a music ministry, whether it's being able to teach people craft, whether it's being able to lead prayer, whether it is just simply able to serve in the kitchen. The whole idea about this is service and serving God in these little children, right? And that's the whole thing. I would like to throw out the invitation in the meantime that in 2023, the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother hope to take this at a different level and do a missionary experience in St. Lucia. St. Lucia is where we have one of our convents as well. So we would like to throw the invitation out to anybody who would like to serve and who would like to be part of this missionary experience. We ask you to save your pennies now so that you will be able to purchase your ticket, and we will look after your accommodation as best as we can. But as long as you can purchase your ticket, you can join us for that experience as well. One of the things I know is that from our growing up, being in youth ministry, being part of the church, these types of experiences have always shaped our lives. And I think this is why we do it today. I think this is why we give of ourselves today, is because we recognize that these experiences can help shape well-rounded, good Christians and good citizens in general. So we're happy to be able to offer that service, and we look forward to it every year.
So that was April talking to Sister Julian and Sister Roxanne, the organizers of the camp. And, you know, it's interesting to hear how much that goes into it. And, you know, as Sister said, that they love having children around. So I think that this is a very wonderful initiative, and I look forward to it continuing, and I look forward to it probably growing. Probably they can have 2 or 3 camps over the summer, you know, because, as they said, that they had a cutoff point, you know, in which many others wanted to attend, but they could not. So we need laborers, we need volunteers, we need them to work in the vineyard of the Lord, you know, so that we can produce fruits, reap the harvest, and therefore ensure that the church continues on, right? So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will get more of April Thomas and the campers and the youth leaders.
I send the devil in a trouble now. Now that I know you've given me power, you've given me authority, Jesus. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Say when the enemy comes at me like a flood, and thought I'd lose hope, throw in the towel and give up, your spirit reminded me of my first love, the power you gave me through your blood. You clothed me with righteousness and made me victorious. A heart of thanksgiving, I must declare you are glorious. Bless me with the power to tread upon scorpions. I'm already a winner by your nail-pierced hands. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. More than a conqueror, I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. That's who I am. Sometimes feeling troubled and don't know what to do. Problems piling up, everything coming at you. But encourage yourself as your spirit is renewed. Cry out, Abba Father, He'll see you through. Hey, don't look left nor right, don't you lose focus. God's about to deliver and the promises made us. Ears of a king and those giant tears with Jesus. If God is for us, you tell me who is against us. More than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. Say I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. You've given us the power over the indwelling of sin. my filthy rags and you made them righteous. Took my old things away, gave me a new day. Hear what I say. I know you call me son, I was weak, you made me strong, so I must sing this song, Lord. I'm more than a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. Say I'm more than a conqueror, Jesus. Through your blood, Lord, Lord, Lord. More than a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. More than a conqueror. Hey, let's help somebody now. Let's help somebody. Help somebody. Somebody just say conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. Just say conqueror. Speak it over your life. Conqueror. Say I'm more than a conqueror. I am more than a conqueror. More than a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. More than a conqueror.
Welcome back to Youth 360. As you know, if you are just joining us, we are having a conversation with those who were on camp at St. Martin's Retreat Center, Mount St. Ovens. You know, and we would have heard from April chatting with the sisters earlier on. Now we will have April chat with the youth leaders or the youth mentors. Also, April was a mentor on the camp also. So it will be an interesting conversation to hear her talk with her peers. Let's have a look.
Welcome back everyone to Youth 360. I'm here with one of the mentors helping out at the camp here at Mount St. Evans. She wants to tell us her name and where she's from.
My name is Anaya Dabo and I am from Victoria.
Why did you accept the invitation to help out at this camp?
Well, I've been on a camp before, and when Sister asked me to come on camp, my response was yes, because I wanted children to get the experience that I had when I was on camp. And I thought about persons who had said yes when I was supposed to come on camp.
Is this your first time doing something like this?
No, I've volunteered before on the camp that we had before lockdown.
Okay. And did seeing the children having fun here remind you of your time on camp?
Yes, it did. Actually, they came in on camp not really knowing one another, and that reminded me of when I came on camp, because I only knew persons from Victoria, and making new friends, they reminded me of me.
Is the experience of being a camper different than being a mentor?
Well, yes, it is, because as a mentor, you are in charge, whereas when I was a camper, I used to enjoy everything, but now I have to watch the children enjoy. So
you have to work while they're having fun.
Yes, I have to eat at last. So it is different, but I am happy to see that they are enjoying themselves, so I am happy.
Okay. So what are your main tasks helping around with the camp?
Well, I was asked to assist with praise and worship. I do prayers at times, and I oversee sometimes when they're doing craft.
Okay. How has this experience helped develop you as a person?
Well, I had to learn before I did most of what I did with the campers. So I learned a few, and also it taught me some responsibility, because I had to be responsible for the children in my care. And it helps build my character. For example, when we came, we had to do we had to make a face using a stencil, and it was a representation of what we would have bring to the camp prior to the children coming.
I'm joined once again with one of the male mentors here at the camp. He'll introduce himself to you.
My name is Maverick Michael, and I am from Brush Grove, St. Andrew.
Why did you accept the invitation to help out at this camp?
Well, volunteering is something that I do regularly, right? And sisters, I usually help out at the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother. Now, I got the invitation a few weeks before the actual commencement of the camp, and I jumped at the opportunity. I saw it as a great way to develop some of my skills and to assist these campers.
And have you developed any of these skills that you set out to develop?
Yes. Now, some of these skills is to work personally on my discipline. Also, in working with the students, some of the activities I've learned a lot in the workshops. We have pot making using those towels, I've learned. Also in making tie-dyes, right? I've learned various ways to tie-dye plain white t-shirts.
And has it been easy for you to interact with the children?
Truthfully, it has been a mixture. Some students has been easier to deal with than some. So it has been a mixture of both, right? I found some students a bit easier and more receptive than some, right? The age range being from 10 to 15.
What has been some of the challenges helping out with the camp?
Well, some of the challenges that I've been facing is that of my time management, right? So we are in about 38 campers. We are a cohort of roughly 9 volunteers, right? Now, dealing with campers between the ages of 10 to 15, they are very energetic, right? So staying on schedule is a bit challenging at times, right? And there's a lot of things to do. So keeping on schedule, as I said, is a bit difficult. And usually at the end, we are quite burnt, tired, taking little breaks inside, in between. That is, I would say, the most challenging part.
I'm here with another mentor at the camp. She'll introduce herself to you.
So my name is Dominique Jeremiah. I'm a volunteer at the camp, as well as I'm one of the speakers.
You said you were a speaker. What did you have to speak about?
Okay, so the talk I gave to the children today, I spoke about prayer.
How difficult was it for you to break down such a huge topic for such young children?
Well, when I was preparing, it was a little challenging with the age group, because anytime you're giving a talk or anything to children, you want to ensure that it's age appropriate, one,
easy for them to grasp.
And it's easier for them to grasp. So it took me a little time, because I didn't just want to give them a talk for them to listen, but I wanted to allow them to find something within it that they can journey with, that they can remember, that would help them along their journey.
What made you accept the invitation to do this talk?
Okay, well, a few things allowed me to accept the invitation. One of it is because of my great desire to help with youth and youth ministry, because something I always love to do is assisting, and helping out wherever I can, and allowing my life to touch other young people, to draw them closer to God.
Aside from giving the talk, how has your experience been like with the campers?
I think so far my experience been really good. They are energetic bunch, but interacting and getting to know them was amazing, and seeing how, as the camp go along, how they have grown and how they are enthusiastic about learning and knowing more.
Have you been on a camp before yourself?
Yes, I have been on many camps. This is one of the things that I love about camps and retreats, and I think it's one of the things that has impacted my life in so many ways, not just my personal development, but even my faith life. And I think that it's commendable to the sisters as well as the church for putting on these things to help us grow, because at their age, one of the greatest problems that they have is knowing who they are as a person. And when you can find people to journey with you, or people to help you develop, it really plays a huge role in your life.
And did watching the children interact remind you of when you yourself were on camp?
Yes, it did. It reminds me a lot of when I was here, because a lot of things we do outside of just the talks, a lot of other activities that they allow us to do help to create a certain discipline, and that discipline would go with you wherever you go, simple things as working in groups, interacting, working together in the kitchen, it's qualities that wherever you go, you have to interact with people, you have to work with people, and it's good skills to have.
Okay. How has this camp in any way prepared you for plans you have in the future?
So it would help me in many ways, just the opportunity to speak in front of of a group, that could help me with my development, in terms of school, whilst to speak in public. I think it also allows you to get a sense of different people, interacting with children from different backgrounds would help you to understand how to deal and how to cope with children or persons from various backgrounds.
Okay. Is this your first time giving a speech to a group?
No, it's actually my second time giving a talk to a group. So in the past I gave a talk to an older bunch. So this one was very interested in the sense that I had to find ways to break it down to the simplest.
To their level of understanding?
Yeah, their level of understanding, and helping them to see exactly how can I bring it across more interesting. Yes.
I'm here again with another one of the mentors for the camp at Mount St. Evans. She's going to introduce herself to you.
So my name is Avanel Charles. I'm from St. Lucia. I'm 18 years old. I'm here in Grenada because Sister Jillian, through Sister Michael, called me here to assist with the summer camp.
What are you assisting with?
Basically, I'm here doing the same thing as the other volunteers, but I have something extra doing, which is giving my inputs on some of the concerns, and I also do arts and crafts with the campers.
Is this your first time doing something like this?
No, it's not my first time. I am a mentor with Stilpan in St. Lucia. I'm also a section leader with my choir, and I help the girls and boys with their singing.
This is your first time in Grenada?
Yes, this is my first time in Grenada.
Are you enjoying it?
Well, yes, so far. It was boring when I just came because I was just in the house doing nothing. But then when the other volunteers came in, it was a bit spiced up. Like, Spice Isle, so it was spiced up.
COVID has had us locked up for 2 years plus now. How has it feel being able to travel and come to Grenada to have this experience?
Well, it actually feels normal. It doesn't feel any different because, well, I have had COVID before, so I don't fear it as another person would. But with monkeypox now, it's a bit, I don't know how to put it, but it's a bit scary. But overall, everything is good for me.
Okay. What has your experience been like with the children here so far?
Some of them, you can see that they want to be here. Others, they don't want to be here. But you have to convince them that they have to be here because they need some help. So this is one of the experiences that I've had.
Has it been a challenge trying to communicate with them, or is it easy for you to?
Well, for someone like me, I like children, so it's not very difficult for me.
Okay.
It may take time, but at some point I would get through.
Do you think you'll return to Grenada for maybe another camp or just for leisure?
Most likely, but only if I have the funds.
Oh yes, viewers and listeners, I'm sure that was a very entertaining conversation, and it's interesting and it's wonderful to see that former campers are now mentors on the camp. So it means that they are now giving back to others what they would have gotten before. So it's a good opportunity to give back and to share. Right? So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll hear from the campers themselves, who are very excited, I must say. All right? So let's have a break, and when we return, we'll hear from the campers.
Oh, Father Lord, such an amazing love you love us with. Oh, it's an amazing love, unending grace. You gave your Son, Jesus, to the earth, so that whoever believes in Him will not perish, but have everlasting life. Blessed be the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. For while we were sinners, He sent His only Son, our Holy Father. His love comes chasing us down, and by His mercy we are born again. It's an amazing love, unending grace. Oh, our Father sent His Son, Jesus, to the earth, so that whoever believes in Him will not perish, but have everlasting life. And so because of this, I say, come, come all who are thirsty, come all who are weary. You don't need no currency, come, buy, eat, because Jesus has carried all of our sin. He paid our debt in full for death and damnation. It's an amazing love, unending grace. Our Father, Lord, He sent His Son, Jesus, to the earth, so that whoever believes in Him, will not perish, but have everlasting, everlasting life. Said only one truth. There is only one way, and one Spirit, only one sacrifice, and Jesus is the truth. Say Jesus is the way. He is the sacrifice given once for us all. An amazing love. Our Father gave His Son, Jesus, to the earth, so that whoever believes in Him doesn't have to perish, but has everlasting, everlasting, everlasting life. It's an amazing love. Then our Father sent His Son to the earth to die for us, so that whoever believes in Him will not perish, but have everlasting. You can have everlasting life.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers. This is Youth 360, and if you are listening on Good News Catholic Radio 99.5 FM, if you are watching on an EWTN channel 30, if you are also looking on the Diocesan Facebook page and on the Youth Diocesan Facebook page, we say good evening and welcome. And can't forget those on YouTube, our YouTube viewers. We know you're there, right? We were talking to the campers who were camping at St. Martin's Retreat Center under a summer program organized by the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother. And we spoke with the sisters, we spoke with some of the mentors. And I think right now it's very important to hear from the campers themselves as they experienced the camp and how they felt overall. Right? So we'll have a chat with them and we'll listen to April Thomas interacting with them.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm here with one of the participants of the camp organized by the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother under the theme, We Are More Than Conquerors. And he's going to tell us his name, his age, and where he's from.
Hello, my name is Van Forrester. I am 14 years old and I am from Birchgrove, St. Andrews.
Okay, Van Burn. What has your experience been like on the camp so far?
It's been good, I guess. Met some new people, made some new friends.
Right.
It's been real nice.
Okay. Would you return if the sisters have another camp? Would you return?
For sure, I would return with my sister again.
So we have here a banner that was made by the campers and the volunteers and so forth with the theme and the handprints. Each camper would have painted their hands and put it on the banner. You want to show us which one is your handprint, Van Burn?
Sure, my handprint is right here.
The camp lasts for a week. Do you miss your family at home, or are you having too much fun too?
Well, having too much fun, first of all, and I would not really miss them because I would always get to see them when I return home. So, yeah.
It's just a short time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but I also wish the camp was a little bit longer.
All right. Well, maybe next year. I'm here again with another camper. She's going to again tell us her name, her age, and where she's from.
Hello, my name is Jaria Lessie. I am from Gladstone Road, St. Andrews, and I am 13 years of age.
Okay, Jaria. What has the experience so far been like?
It has been fun and really exciting. It's been good so far.
You made new friends?
I made a lot of new friends.
Okay, lovely. Did you learn anything being here? I know they had a lot of talks and so.
I learned to make bracelets. And I learned about controlling your emotions and feelings as one of the sessions that went on here.
Okay, and you enjoyed everything that we've done so far?
I did enjoy it.
What is your favorite part of the camp so far?
Probably when we have to eat. But
The food is good?
The food is good.
Lovely.
But then I like the arts and crafts session.
Okay.
I really enjoy it.
So make sure you tell the cook that before you leave. So I'm here with another participant. His name is Jamal Jones, 10 years old, from Balthazar, St. Andrews. How was the experience for you thus far, Jamal?
The experience is very fun.
Very fun? Okay.
Yes.
What do you do when you have free time?
When I have free time, I play with my friends or go by the swing.
By the swing? You like swing?
Yes, miss.
And you swing high?
No, miss. I still low because some of them just bust down.
Oh, you're afraid to fall? Okay.
Yes.
Are you enjoying yourself so far?
Yes, miss.
What was your favorite thing that we did so far?
Yeah?
What was your favorite thing we did?
We talked about anger.
Anger?
We talked about how to control your anger and whether you could change it.
So when you go back, leave camp, you're going to practice controlling your emotions when you get angry?
Yes, miss.
Okay. If the sisters organize another camp, would you come?
If my mother have money to send me, then yes.
Okay. What was your favorite part of the camp so far?
My favorite part is up here because it's where we see all our friends and get to talk to them in groups.
So I'm here with another participant. Her name is Milan George. She's from Burness St. Mark's. What has your experience been like so far, Milan?
Good. It was funny. It was fun and interesting.
You made lots of new friends?
Yes.
Okay. What was your favorite part of the camp so far?
Arts and crafts.
Arts and craft. What you made?
We paint. We make bracelets and all that stuff.
You went in the kitchen?
Yes,
What
and
you
we
made?
baked. We baked sandwich, baked sugar cookies and cupcakes.
Okay, lovely. What's something you learned that you will put in practice when you go back home?
How to pray every morning and every night.
Okay, lovely.
Listeners and viewers, I'm sure that you were enjoying the conversation, but as you know, time goes fast. Anytime your 360 is on, 1 hour flies by quickly. So, this was it, and we look forward to next year camp being a great success, being an even bigger success than this year camp. So that's all the time we have with you today, and we'd like to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to us, and it was good being in your company this Saturday evening after such a long time taking a break away. And we hope that school is starting back on Monday. We hope that everyone is prepared already. We hope that you have the majority of your books. We know that, some of the bookstores did not have all and some were sourcing from outside. But we hope that you have what is necessary to start off the term or the semester for the children. And we want to say happy birthday to all those celebrating and all those who celebrated for the past few weeks that we were not on. We pray that you had a wonderful time. We pray that it was a very reflective time for you and that you enjoyed it. All right? Tomorrow, Mass will be from St. Peter's Parish, Guave, and Mass will be at 9 a.m. So we ask that you join us virtually. If you cannot attend any of your Masses in your parishes, we ask that you join us virtually. So, we want to say have a blessed evening. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. See you next week for sure. We will be on. And safe weekend, everyone.
Devil in a trouble now that I know you've given me power, you've given me authority, Jesus. Oh Lord, say when the enemy comes at me like a flood and thought I'd lose hope, throw in the towel and give up, your spirit reminded me of my first love, the power you gave me through your blood. You clothed me with righteousness and made me victorious. A heart of thanksgiving, I must declare you are glorious. Bless me with the power to tread upon scorpions. I'm already a winner by your nail-pierced hands. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. More than a conqueror, I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. That's who I am. Sometimes feeling troubled and don't know what to do. Problems piling up, everything coming at you. But encourage yourself as your spirit is renewed. Cry out, Abba Father, He'll see you through. Hey, don't look left nor right, don't you lose focus. God's about to deliver and the promises made us. Ears of the King and those giant ears with Jesus. If God is for us, you tell me who is against us. More than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. Say I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. You've given us the power over the indwelling of sin. Oh Lord Jesus, took my filthy rags and you made them righteous. Took my old things away, gave me a new day. Hear what I say. I know you call me son, I was weak, you made me strong. So I must sing this song, Lord. I'm more than a conqueror.